Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. It is officially fall. We have passed the first day of fall, and even though it is still 90 plus degrees, the other day was 100 degrees, I think today was 96, even though it is still feeling like summer, it's fall. It's fall, baby. So I wanted to do a very quick little favorite fall palette video. I think I did this last year. I think I was trying to do like seasonal palettes that I reach for a lot during certain times of the year. And I might have started and ended with fall last year and then never continued the series. So maybe this year will be the year that I continue that series. And these are just palettes that feel like fall to me, ones that I gravitate to a lot during the autumnal weather and season. And so I thought we would just browse through them in no particular order, in no order of favorite to least favorite or anything, just at random. I'm going to pull from what is in front of me. Starting with the Colourpop Troublemaker, which is actually what I'm wearing today on my eyes. Very simple. I just used this little, no, how do I do this? This one, and that one. Those three shades. That's all I used today. Yesterday I used other colors. I've been reaching for this a lot, and it's cool toned, it's grungy, it is a neutral palette. Basically, it has some pink in there, but it's a good, easy grab and go kind of palette, and I think it's beautiful. I do get a lot of use out of this year round, but lately it has just been feeling like fall. Feels like fall, this palette does, and I love it. I don't have many Colourpop palettes left, but this is one of them, and then actually the next one is also a Colourpop. I think these are the only two Colourpop palettes left in my collection. And this is the Gather Round Sisters Hocus Pocus palette. I want to say this was the second palette, maybe the first. I can't remember if this was the first or second Hocus Pocus palette that they launched, but it looks like this. It's also very autumnal. It has those beautiful greens. This color right here, which is Brew Potion, is stunning, and I love it. And I have also been reaching for this one quite a bit in very simple ways. I'm not doing a lot of dramatic looks lately, a lot of neutrals, but warm neutrals are where it's been at for me. And so I've been reaching for that one a lot. It's very fall. Fall, y'all. And the next, which is again one of my favorite palettes that I pull from a lot, it is the September Rose Cosmetics Brew palette. And it looks like this. I mean, that's fall in a palette. It's got all of those like colors of the leaves changing. It's very heavy on the mattes, which I like. And these two shimmers are phenomenal and pair with literally every shadow in this. You can make it work with everything. So very much a favorite fall palette because it's the perfect fall palette, I think. Another one that I feel like I would like to use more. I'm happy that it is now fall, so I do reach for it more. And it is, again, very warm toned, neutral palette with some cooler tones in there. And this one is an all matte palette. So I do like to pair this with some shimmers when I see fit. But this is a great matte palette, and I think they pair and blend well together. They all just go perfectly together. Natasha Denona formula, her mattes are so wonderful. It's, you know, they never disappoint. So that's high on the list of fall favorites. Another big matte palette, we see a theme, and these also, I'm gonna have to like look at that video that I did last year. I betcha these are all the same palettes. I can't even imagine what I may have decluttered at this point that doesn't consist of these as fall favorites. So, but this is the Noctex Antiquity palette, and one of my favorites. All of these are my favorite. I've curated my palettes down enough to where what I have is my favorite. I don't have palettes that I don't like anymore. I have palettes that I love that I don't reach for a lot, but I still love them, if that makes sense, as like a collector. But every palette, I can't declutter anymore because the palettes that I have left are the palettes that I love, regardless of usage. I digress. The Antiquity palette by Noctex Cosmetics looks like that. Again, very heavy on the mattes, and I stand by this thing of teal is the most underrated fall color, and I think it looks so beautiful when paired with like real orangey blush, black lipstick, real dark lipstick, vampy. Maybe that's what I'll wear tomorrow, now that I'm thinking about it. But yes, a beautiful fall palette, and this palette never fails. The mattes blend well. The shimmers, I do wish the shimmers packed a little bit more punch. Like Frame is beautiful as a gold shimmer, and Arsenic is nice, but I just wish they were more like bam. They're satin shimmers, if you will. They're not metallic. They're not foiled or anything. So if there's one wish I had, is that this one did have more impactful shimmers. But I love the mattes that they have. And then finally, this is a twofer because I think these go so well together. And if you did not see this coming, then you're not a fall lover, but Gemini 1 and 2. The original fall favorites, right? It gets no better than the Gemini palette, the OG Gemini. See, but now I want to wear this tomorrow. But OG Gemini, it's perfect. It's perfection. I love this palette so much. And if I had to choose one fall palette for the entire season, this would be it. I love it. But then when they came out with Gemini 2, I might love it more. And actually, this would be my fall palette. If I could only choose one. But that's a really hard choice because I do think they pair well together and they complement each other so well. A perfect duo. You can't have one without the other. And it's stunning. It's just such a beautiful palette. I love them so much. Could not live without them. And I'm very happy that they brought Gemini back. And I hope it stays. I hope it doesn't go anywhere anytime soon. Such a beautiful palette. And that's everything. That's my whole fall palette faves. My favorite fall palettes. And I'm so happy it is fall, regardless of the weather. I am so happy to dive into vampier, darker makeup, bigger wings, darker lips.